every reader has a book or books that have shaped who they are as a reader and defined their reading taste throughout their life or whenever it was that they started reading. And these are 5 of mine, and it's a very eclectic mix. So let's just get right into it. Hey, I'm Zoe, and welcome to my channel, Zoe's All Booked. If you're new here, welcome to the shit show. And honestly, welcome to one of the most eclectic lists that I've got here in a while. Like I said, I've got 5 books that have shaped me as a reader, defined my reading taste in some way, shape, or form. Um, some from when I was a kid, all of them from when I was a kid or a young teenager. And like, honestly, they have stuck with me to my big age of 32, and not much has changed with my reading taste since then, except with the addition of like one genre. Stop telling me I'm running out of storage, yo ho. Okay, let's just go fast. I was gonna start with Sabriel by Garth Nix, but I literally just talked about how that series is fantastic in my last video with my fantasy book recommendations, I completed series. So go watch that if you want to know about Sabriel. But we're starting with A Break with Charity by Anne Rinaldi, which is a book about the Salem witch trials. It's a historical fiction, like not super retelling, just like an account of the Salem witch trials from the perspective of Susanna, one of the girls that was in this group who everyone was accusing as witches. Are they the witches? Um, yeah. So she just wants to fit in, and she joins this group of girls that they're doing like they're being girls at the church. They are led by Ann Putnam, who sets off this chain of events, yes, accusing everyone else as witches because she doesn't like them or whatever. And Susanna is torn between going along with the group and fitting in and being popular, or breaking with Charity and like breaking away from the group and having her family being accused as witches. And it starts excuse me, it starts with the prologue where Susanna is coming back to this church, like at least 10 years after the fact, after the Salem witch trials. And then it goes into her story and how she got to where she was. I fucking loved this book. I think I was 10, 11 years old when my aunt gave this to me. The same aunt who gave me Sabriel and who gave me something, shit, Chronicles of Narnia, and this she is responsible for a lot of my favorite books. So this is like a loose series, not related at all, but of like historical fiction books from various points in American history, and I loved all of them. But this one always stuck out with me. Like, it creeped me out. I fucking loved it. It was so good. Let me see. There, Abraham Lincoln, there's one about that. Civil War, slavery. 2 with the Civil War? No, 1 with the Civil War, 1 with the Revolutionary War. Like, just a general American history. And this really started my love for historical fiction. I went through a huge historical fiction, historical fantasy phase as a teen and a young adult. And I really kind of want to get back into that. So I might start with rereading this and see where we go from there. Next up, I don't know if this mic is swish swashing around. Next up is Wicked by Gregory Maguire with the green sprayed edges. I think this is actually my first book with sprayed edges. So that also became a problem because I love a good stenciled edge. Sprayed edges and stenciled edges are different things, and everyone gets them mixed up, but they're very different. This is a sprayed edge. There's no decoration. It's just fucking green, all right? Stenciled edges are like the cutesy designs and the talent and all of that shit. Wicked is responsible for my love of origin stories, villain origin stories in particular. I fucking love them. I am obsessed with them. I have an idea for one of my own, but I kind of have to possibly wait another decade before I can actually like get it published, because the source material is not like public property. Like, the family still owns the material, but I will talk about that one day. But I have my own idea, and this started all of that shit. So if you don't know, Wicked follows the origin story of Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West. my brain just broke again. It's been a long week. Okay, we've had a lot of doctor visits. We had an ER visit, and if my brain breaks at any point, I sincerely apologize. But there's nothing I can do about it. I'm so done with asthma and allergies and cough. Anyways, this is to the life and death of Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West. I love the way Gregory Maguire did a deep dive into anything possible about Elphaba. I fucking love it. It humanizes her in the best possible way. I've only seen the first part of the movies, which is a horrible oversight on my part. But this was my favorite book for a very long time. It's still up there in my top 10. I just spit a little bit. I apologize. Still up there in my top 10 favorite books of all time. This perfection, which made me really sad when I read another Gregory Maguire book, and it was the worst. I hated it so much. But Wicked, this is directly responsible for my love of origin stories, and I think this one and the next one responsible for retellings and how much I love them. But this, the nuance in this, I fucking love it. I have to reread it. It's been a long time. Next up, I feel like this mic keeps getting fucked up, and I'm so sorry. Next up is Avalon High by Meg Cabot, a retelling of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I read this one, I think around 12, 13. Wicked? I think I read it 13, 14, like early high school. I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure I read this one first. I have an obsession with retellings. I've done 2 videos years ago at the beginning of my channel, I think 2018, on fairy tale retellings and non-fairy tale retellings, and I definitely talked about this one. This one follows Ellie, a new girl at school. Her parents are on sabbatical, so she goes and moves with them for a year to this new school where she meets Will, and he's perfect. He's got the perfect girlfriend too, though, which is kind of a problem for Ellie. And things start lining up, getting weird, falling into place where she's like, are we part of the King Arthur story here? Is that what's going on? And then shit hits the fan, and it's don't watch the movie though. If you've read the book and you don't want to be pissed off, don't watch the movie because they change a lot of things and it really pissed me off. So save yourself the trouble. Don't do that. My storage is full, but I cleared up space. We're good. Let's move on to the next one. I actually don't know where my OG copy of this book is. It's somewhere in the giant stack of books that I have over there from when I removed some shelves, and is probably at the bottom, and I'm not dealing with that. So we're going with this copy, this lovely special edition of The Da Vinci Code and the Lost Symbol by Dan Brown. I think I actually have my aunt's copy of the Da Vinci Code. It's not mine. My mom had one and she had one, and I think I swapped them. I don't know for sure. If I do, Theophendra, I'm so sorry. You're probably not going to get it back at this point though, because it's been about 20 years. It's mine now. The Da Vinci Code started my love of thrillers and mysteries, and it actually turned my grade around in grade 8. So 13, 12, 13. Yeah. The Da Vinci Code follows Robert Langdon. It's actually his second book, which I realized actually that helped me realize that I cannot do that. I cannot start in the middle of a series and then feel okay. I hated that I read the second book first and not the first one. But it follows Robert Langdon as he is called to the Louvre. There is a dead body and mysterious things around it, and his name. What? Shit. Uh-oh. I gotta text my mother-in-law back here. Yes. No, what is that? Yes. Please. P. There we go. Autocorrect for the win. And we're good. Okay. My mother-in-law is picking up formula for me because my husband's at work. He has the car. I can't go get formula and we need some. Anyways, Robert Langdon's name is mentioned by this guy. Like he was supposed to have a meeting with him by the guy who died. Um, so they call him and they're like, what did you have to do with this? And then it's up to him to solve the murder because he becomes a suspect. And it's all based on Da Vinci's paintings and so much like a lot of people hate this. A lot of people hate this, but I think it's so much fun. Honestly, it's entertaining and that's all I care about. I did my time with critically analyzing books and shit in university. I have 2 literature-based degrees. I'm fucking done with it, okay? This is entertaining. It's fun. I like Robert Langdon as a character. I like Dan Brown's writing style. This also I would just like to be able to breathe without issue. That would be so fantastic. What was I gonna say? Oh, grade 8. I was reading 250 books a year in grade 8 for funsies. And my teacher gave me a bad grade in reading. I got a C, which is, it was 60%. I got a C in reading because my book reports that I was giving her weren't good. That's not reading, that's reading. Anyways, because I was too busy reading the fucking books and I didn't want to stop and write about it. And then I read the Da Vinci Code and I read Angels and Demons, and I had to like swap with another girl. Julia was her name. And we had to like write back and forth to each other about the books. And she's like, for some reason, that like unlocked my ability to talk about books to another person, which has translated into this now. So thanks, Julia. You're a real one. But once I read Angels and Demons and the Da Vinci Code for class, my grade got a lot better because I was able to like adequately write about the books I was reading, which again is not reading. Like, look how many books I was coming to school with a new book every single day reading it. Anyways, I still got beef with Mrs. Grew. I love her. She's one of my favorite teachers, but I still got fucking beef with her because of this. But Angels and Demons, sorry, no, Da Vinci Code, because I read this one first. We're good. I know what I'm talking about. Definitely unlocked my love of mysteries and thrillers and like a fast-paced book. Should I have been reading it at like 12 years old? Maybe not. There was some weird stuff. But I did it and I loved it and here we are. Which brings me to my last book. Honestly, I truly cannot make a list of books that shaped me as a reader without this one, which is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling. Can we just see, like, can you actually see that? How janky this book has become? I've read it over 70 times. Has to be. I lost count at like 50, 60 something, and I definitely read it at least 10 more times. So I think we're getting close to 70 times reading this series. And this book I've read the most because every time a new book would come out, I would reread all of them. And I started reading these in grade 3. I was 7 years old when my teachers first started reading this one to us. And it's Philosopher's Stone, not the Sorcerer's Stone. Don't piss me off. So he read the books to us, Mr. McGean, in grade 3. We started reading it. He finished the first one, and I went out the next day, or no, that day. I dragged my mom to the store, and I bought the second book, and I finished the second book in a day or two, and then was like miles ahead. The fourth book was out. Yeah, I finished all of the books that were out, and then when the fifth book came out, that's my first hardcover one. So I'm assuming that was the latest book to come out when I started reading them. But this, I was always a big reader before this. Like, I had my bookshelves in my room. I'm pretty sure I came out of the womb reading. Like, I was that kid that I wanted to get grounded. I wanted to get in trouble because I would get sent to my room until my mom caught on to it. And then I was grounded and I had to sit and watch TV with the family. And I wasn't allowed to read my books. So, like, I was always a big reader, but this unlocked a demon inside of me. And I have not gone back since. Like, my library is now at least at 1,500 books. I have never not been reading something. I read in the most inappropriate places at all times. like, it is what it is. This is my entire personality, and this is a big, big reason. And this is also the reason that I like rereading books. I can't remember any books before this that it was like a need, not a want, to keep reading it and reread it when I was done because I just wouldn't stop thinking about it. This is probably the first series that put me into a reading slump because I couldn't continue after it. And I'm like, what else am I going to do? Maybe I should just reread it again. And here we are. I've read this way too many times. Like, to the point where it was something that just everybody knew. You want to talk to me about something, you talk to me about this book. My brother called me once when he was in BC, in fucking British Columbia, with his friends for a wedding. And I'm here in Ontario, and he calls me, and he's like, they don't believe me that you've read this so many times. They don't believe me that this is in your entire life. And I'm like, all right, fuck me up. What do you want to know? And he says, he gives me a chapter number and, no, he gave me a book and a page number. And I'm like, okay. And I could figure out from there what chapter it was. And I'm like, just so I'm clear, what's the chapter title? Because he had the book there. He tells me, and I'm like, oh, this is what happens. And I start quoting word for word what's happening in that chapter. Like, it's a fucking sickness how many times I've read this. And now I can confidently say I've read at least 75% of my books twice. Like, I've reread most of my books, a good majority, because this series taught me that I need to read books multiple times to feel satisfied in my life. Because as Alexander Hamilton, by way of Lin-Manuel Miranda, said, you'll never be satisfied. And that's me. Rereading books until they fall apart. Like, I have several books. Also, yeah, it did it. It happened to Sabriel. Like, these, can you see how janky that spine is? I have many books that are real fucked up looking because I've read them so many times, and I can absolutely credit the Harry Potter series for doing that to me. I haven't read them in a very long time though, because I started just reading more fan fiction. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm a Hermione girl. I always have been. I always will be. They are the superior pairing. You can argue with a wall. It is what it is. But those are 5 books and like into 5 series that have shaped me as a reader, shaped my reading preferences, just basically defined a very, very large part of my life. And I feel the need to reread all of them right now. I need to abandon my spring TBR and abandon all of the books that I'm reading and just go back and read those because nostalgia. Should I do it? Am I gonna do it? Probably soon. Should I do it right now? No, because I have too many things to read. Anyways, that's it. Let me down. What? Don't let me down. Let me know down below in the comments if you've read any of these. What books shaped you as a reader? Whether it was when you were a kid or you picked up reading as an adult, like whatever it is, let me know. Because if it's good, I want to read it. I need to go find my puffer. Fucking done. I'm done. I can't even edit this out because I still don't have the computer that works to edit this out. So you're just gonna have to deal with me casually dying over here. I love you, awesome nerds. I hope you have a wonderful day and get at least a little bit of uninterrupted reading time. I need to go deal with this. Oh my god, I can't breathe at all. Bye.